everyone, welcome to my channel for the very last time, only for this year though. Today I am going to show you 3 very interesting and interactive Christmas card ideas. And I know that I'm a bit late to the party, but at least I showed up, so I hope you guys can give me some points for that. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. The first card is going to be a Nutcracker card, and I'm taking a sheet of paper. It's the standard A4 size paper, and just fold it into half, and now I have 2 strips. I'm just going to use 1 strip for this card, and now I'll be dividing it into 3 equal parts. And I scored it using a pair of scissors along the divisions and folded it into 3 equal parts, as you can see. Now just divide each section on both the sides into 2 equal halves. So basically just folding it in the middle. While folding the card, make sure everything is divided into equal parts so the card opens and closes like this. Now it's time to draw the Nutcracker's face on the top of the card. Now the card has to close in a way that the teeth of the Nutcracker falls in the middle of the fold. You can choose to draw any other design on your card. It's not necessary to draw only a Nutcracker's face. Just make sure whatever you draw, your design is divided on both sides equally, so the middle looks like it's opening up when you open the card. Now I'm quickly coloring my drawing and adding the necessary details, and after that I'll be writing a surprise message inside the card. To make the design pop out more, I'll be cutting the excess white space and then color the background with red. And now the card is ready with a surprise message as the Nutcracker's mouth opens in the middle. Since this is a Nutcracker card, I wrote the message, "Have a cracking Christmas." You can write any of your funny messages or anything you wish to, and surprise your loved ones with this awesome card. Now let's move on to the next idea. For this card, I'm using the leftover strip we cut in the beginning, and I'll just be dividing it into 2 equal parts and then cut it out again. I'm making a slider card here, and for that I'll be cutting a slit in the middle for the slider portion. The paper with the cutout slit will be on the top, and I'll be sticking both the papers with double-sided foam tape so that there is some space in the middle for the slider to go up and down. Now let's make the slider portion. I cut out a slightly bigger strip of paper and then glued both the strips together. Make sure that the slider portion is slightly bigger than the cutout slit so we can easily pull it and push it inside. And now I'm making the two interactive elements of this card. So I thought of making a gnome Santa that goes into the chimney with a present. After roughly sketching out the drawing, I am quickly going to outline it and then color it. Just a quick tip, whatever you're drawing for the interactive elements of your slider card, make sure that both the elements are similar in size so they can slide past each other. After the drawings are ready, I cut them out and now it's time to assemble them. So I placed the chimney at the bottom of the front side of the card and I'll be placing the gnome at the bottom of the slider. So this is how it should slide in and out, and now just add some background to finish it up. I also added a pull tab on the slider to bring attention to the interactive element of this card, and now I'm just writing my message on the top and also inside. So the complete message will get revealed once the slider is pulled and pushed inside. I think this is a very cute idea. You can use it in any situation, on any occasion, and let me know what you think about it. I really like this card because it's so fun to play with. And now we move on to the last idea for this video. This card is going to be a door with Christmas decorations, and I'm going to put a wreath in the middle of it. Now I'm drawing the different elements of a door. I'm using a ruler, but you can just freehand it. Now on a different sheet of paper, preferably a little thinner than the first paper, make a circle and cut it out. This circle is going to be the wreath that I'll be putting in the middle of the door, and now I'm just decorating it with some leaves and a little bow in the middle. And now comes the tricky bit. So what we are going to do is first fold the circle in half and then fold it again to get a quadrant. Now I'll be cutting slits in both the directions, leaving some space in the middle. While you're cutting the slits, make sure to not cut it all the way through and leave some space as you reach towards the folds. After every slit, make sure to turn the circle in the other direction so both the cuts are not in the same direction, and just follow the process and you'll be able to do it without any problem. You can cut the slits as thin or as thick as you want to, depending on the size of your circle. Now after making all the slits, carefully open it up and you'll have something like a spiral. Now put this wreath on the middle of the door and make an outline around it so we have some space to write our message inside it. By this time I think you get an idea that our message will be hidden inside this wreath, but how we will reveal that message, you'll just know in a bit. To make the shape of the door stand out, I'll be cutting off the extra white space and then just add the colors. Make sure you don't color anything inside the circle. After the rest of the design is ready, I'm writing my message in the blank space so I can put my wreath on top of it. Now to make the wreath interactive, I'll be using a needle and a thread. I'll poke a hole in the middle of the wreath, and for that I'll be using an eraser for support so the paper doesn't tear from the middle. After making the hole in the middle of the wreath, I am making a knot on one end of the thread, and I'll be passing the other end through the hole from the back of the wreath. After passing the thread completely through, I'll be securing the knot with a tape to give it more support, and now the spiral is ready. To stick the wreath, I'll just apply glue on the outer edge or the last slit of the spiral and then paste it on the circle where our message is written. Now the message is hidden inside the wreath, and when you pull the string, it gets revealed. Let's take a final look at all the ideas I shared today and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, let me know which one is your favorite among the three. With that, we come to the end of this video, And like I said before, this is probably going to be my last long form video for this year. But don't worry, I'll come back with many more videos in the coming year. And I would love if you could show some support by subscribing, liking, and sharing my content. And if you have any suggestions, don't forget to put them down in the comments. I am grateful for all the subscribers I have, and I welcome all of you who want to join my channel. Thank you so much, and wish you a very happy Christmas and a very, very happy New Year. Goodbye and take care.